So, 7 AM and we are just about to leave to go to Manchester to watch Manchester United play.
Hi guys, we are just on the way to go to Manchester United. We're in the car, as you can see. My dad, say hello.
What's up?
Anyway.
What about mummy?
Thanks. Anyway, on to you. Say hello, Mum.
Hi. Yeah.
Anyway.
What is good, YouTube? Right, so this video is going to show you our journey to Old Trafford when me and Harley went to Manchester to watch Manchester United play. As you can see, Man United. Harley got absolutely kitted out as well when he got there. The journey there was quite interesting, to say the least. We stood up for 2.5 hours on the train from Milton Keynes all the way to Manchester. That was quite enduring. There was a lot of people on the train as it was, and we were stuck between doors and the toilet. So lots of people, hardly any air, and the smell of a toilet, with drunk fans on their way to watch football as well. So you can imagine the smell and how thin the air was. We arrive into Manchester and we head towards Old Trafford. We go past Old Trafford, the cricket stadium, and as we're walking through, like you wouldn't believe, well, you would, it's a football game, but where I'm from, it's mainly just Tottenham and Arsenal and the occasional Chelsea fan. So you obviously see one or two Man United fans walking around, you know, very distinctive red t-shirt, you know. There's a few Liverpool fans as well. But literally we got into the train station and there was Man United t-shirts everywhere. And I know obviously we're heading towards Old Trafford, there's going to be Man United t-shirts everywhere. But when you don't normally see it, it's quite surprising like how many people actually do support Man United. So when we got there, we went into the shop. Harley wanted to go and buy the new away shirt which had Ibrahimovic on the back of it. He also wanted to get a hat as well. And previously, the night before we went, we were looking at the website because I needed to make sure that I could take my camera in and stuff like that. There's a story with this as well, so we'll go from there after that. And we looked at the hats, and I see this hat that I'm wearing, and he saw the hat that he wanted, which you'll see in the video, and we had to get our hats. I mean, I collect hats anyway, and I'm pretty sure Harley's probably heading down that route as well because he has quite a few hats already. We got our hats, we went and paid for the stuff, and we headed back out to get a bite to eat, and they had this like little training AstroTurf facility out the back next to the food stand, so to say. And so Harley had a go on that. He was kicking the ball, doing a bit of dribbling and then a bit of passing. You know, he thoroughly enjoyed that, which I think is really good for kids that, you know, that are waiting to go and watch the match, because it was only for kids, like maybe like young teenagers, and it was just good for them to have a little run round with their excitement before they go in to watch the actual match. Yeah, so we go to the turnstiles where they search you. Basically, they do this pat down and make sure that you've got no sharps or whatever, and metal detector to see. And I've opened my bag, and one of the guys is like, what's in that? And I was like, a camera. And he's like, no, you can't have it. That he hadn't even seen the camera, it was inside its case. Like, I know for a fact that my camera was allowed in the stadium because I checked the night before the dimensions, and my camera fit well beneath the dimensions that weren't allowed in the stadium. So I'm like, well, but they're in between the dimensions, like, what, you know, why can't I bring it in? Like, I've checked on the website. Anyway, he just shoot me off to the next guy, and I've just gone to the next guy, and he's like, why has he put you over here? And I was like, well, I've got my camera, I've checked the dimensions and stuff like that, but he's saying that I still can't come in. He's like, oh, don't worry about it, just go in. Yeah, and then he searched me down again. Well, this guy didn't even search me down, but he searched me down for the second time, because the other guy searched me the first time, and then he let me through. So I was a bit like, oh shit, if I can't get in, I mean, I can't just leave my camera outside. I'm not going to do that. And I've come all this way from like just north of London all the way to Manchester to watch my team play, and this guy's being a right job's worth when, well, I wouldn't even say being a job's worth, he wasn't even doing his job, because if he'd been doing his job, he would have known that my camera was a compact camera and that I could use it inside the stadium, because it fits beneath the dimensions that were not allowed in the stadium by the rules. And I understand why they have the rules, but there was plenty of other people that were going through that I'd seen previously, and they didn't have no photographer pass or anything like that, with proper big DSLRs like the Canon M or the Canon D500 or whatever. And I'm just thinking, when he said that, I was like, you gotta be kidding, like seriously? Anyway, so I finally got in anyway, and the stadium, as you get in, you can't see the pitch or the chairs or anything. You like go into like this shop area, like a filtering area, and you know, it is what it is. It's the same in most football stadiums. You get your drink, they take the lid off, and I'm guessing it's so that you can't throw it full, but I mean, you could just throw it while it still had some in it, and the weight would probably keep most of the drink in anyway if you wanted to do that. We then went into the stadium. We went through the tunnel and then out onto the pitch, and you're seeing this clip here. Like, for the first time, I've never seen this stadium inside and outside in person. Like, I've seen it on TV and that, and it was immense. It was amazing. And Harley's face, which I'll show you a picture of, he just looked absolutely overwhelmed with joy when he walked out there for the first time too. It was just absolutely amazing. So what's happening now, Harley?
We're at the train station going back to Manchester United.
Yeah? That service was really good. She just asked me what I was up to today.
Yeah? And what did you say?
Harley,
excited?
We're on the way. We're in like the bus train.
Tram.
Yeah.
The tram.
Did you take pictures?
We will do. This takes pictures, yeah. Harley.
Yeah. That's Arsenal.
Today's match day anymore. Do you want to make
Get
the
one.
game?
Yeah, probably. So we're headed to Old Trafford Stadium now.
Mills.
Oh yeah.
What do you want?
Don't move, I'm trying to get the back of your hat. What have you got to do, Harley?
You've got to hit A.
Oh, you got to hit a target, have you? What makes you think we're going to be losing? Yeah.
When you leave it.
Oh, I thought you said when you're losing. Harley. Sorry.
Tony Lewis, Howard Scott and Paul Lewis are here this weekend. I'm looking forward to a great game here in our final match for this season. Thank you. Cheers. Crystal Palace and Manchester United.
I hope that you've enjoyed that I've shared my first ever experience at Old Trafford, and we won 2-0, and Pogba come back after the tragic loss that he had, and he scored a goal, and the feeling around the whole of the stadium when he scored, everyone, even the Crystal Palace fans, were standing there just clapping, like for about 4 minutes, wasn't it, Harley? About 4 minutes. Everyone was just going mad, and it was quite emotional. Like, if you can understand when you lose someone in your family or someone very close to you, and other people were just there to support you, and it just felt like 76,000 people were just there, including the opposition's team, and they were just clapping. They were like, you know, fair play, and that was really nice to see. So anyway, I'm gonna end this video here. I hope you've enjoyed this video. There will be another video uploaded on Sunday, which will be my weekend 14. Until next time, I'll see you later.